My name is Alyssa Penger, and I'm here to present on leadership styles and ethics. So ethical leadership matters because ethics make us more effective as leaders. Ethics is ultimately about people and their relationships with each other, and abiding by these universal principles and values that we've agreed define right behavior impact our relationships to other people. So some examples of these universal principles: Horton identified 5 core moral values, and so basically any leadership style should encompass these qualities. So there's a lot of different leadership theories out there. The ones that we focused more on depth through this module were trait theory, style theory, situational leadership, contingency, and transformational leadership theory. So then, independent of individual leadership theories or your personal leadership style, the research has shown that good leaders are going to have these qualities. So according to Murphy, there are 4 main leadership styles, and my results indicated that I was most aligned with the diplomat leadership style. And while I generally agree with this categorization, I would say for me, this particular style is definitely equal parts reflective of my personality, but also adapting to what I've observed is needed in my current work environment. And so on that note, you can see that the description of where the diplomat style of leadership works best, in my opinion, definitely describes education, especially special education, and just the current state of education in the US. I also included information about the steward leadership style because I think that's truly more my natural style of leadership and definitely the type of leader I would want to work for. So I included these 2 quotes in here because I really identify with everything that they're saying. Regardless of your leadership style, you have to be able to read the room and know when to dial it back and when to fully engage in that style. And essentially that's emotional intelligence. It's being able to understand how you operate, but then adjusting to the situation as it demands. So in terms of decision-making style, as you can see, I am highly analytical, and I really don't have any of the characteristics of some of the other ones, which is why it's so important to have a balanced team, because you need all of these approaches. You can also see that the next category that I was highest in was empathy, which I think is a good balance to those analytical tendencies. So I checked 11 out of 11 boxes on the analytical decision-making style, but I went ahead and highlighted a few that I thought were most indicative of how I operate. The one at the center, I feel like sums up what can be one of my greatest strengths, as well as something I have to be mindful of, so I'm not too much of a buzzkill to that visionary with a big idea that hasn't really thought it through yet. So I really appreciated the analysis, obviously, on the drawbacks to some of these decision-making styles left unchecked. The bottom line for me is I definitely can get bogged down by information at the expense of moving forward. So I've had to learn and practice strategies to make sure I don't get stuck in that analysis paralysis mode, but be able to make a decision and move forward. Here are my references, and thank you for tuning in.